up answer. Because when you give us a straight up answer, it's just a one-sided game the opposite direction. But now we can have ourselves a close match, a close game 3. Who gets to play on the main stage here in KL? Thank you, Kyle.
I'll see what I can do. On the lane when meta's active, but otherwise, no.
Yeah, unless it's just like, well, normally we've seen like a Bloodlusted Ogre who just runs any kind of melee support who's in that lane, and then you win that lane. But how does that work against a Tiny who's got such heavy damage?
Fada won the block mid. That's pretty important. It's a big deal when you're playing T against Morph. He went Refraction first, though, over the side blades. That's not something I see very often, but he does already scoop up a deny.
Maybe worried about
2 denies.
Maybe worried about Samel's harassment too. We've seen Samel do that a hell of a lot, where he just like gets up in Fada's face. But this is one way where Fada can try and stop that, or at least balance it. Edge of the seat to see who wins mid, and he's TPing all the way home too.
And that was on the ward too, so Fada knows he's safe, and he can just continue to farm out this wave, even though he's super low, bringing the courier for a ton of his regen.
Yeah, you want to see what's on that courier? You can check it out after this top fight. As Mind Control, a lot of damage picked up, thrown back by Crit. Inside the Firestorm, Mind Controllers, he's got the life to get further away, plus the 6-6 charges, but it's actually Sasuke who just Shikuchi's through S4, looking towards Crit. Does he want to dive again? With the amount of damage, thanks to the bug, it's just a double kill for the Weaver. Avalanche from Fly was a little bit off target. I think he was still hoping for maybe the clearance of the wave and tossing Ace back, but Ace now has the level 2 Metamorphosis ready to go. And support's coming back again too. But you're right, top, Mind Control. He's got the Echo Slam available and the Totem Stump. That's enough to get the solo kill on the Underlord of S4.
And Shaker loves these matches.
But they're going to kill bottom lane. Full-on initiation. Both supports from NIP down here, but Ace getting hit so hard with the one-touch. He's into the trees, but it will not help. Smel's one attack was able to reach through to him.
Of the vision, like they've seen RTZ farming for the last 2 minutes. They just haven't had the tools to kill him. 13 minutes in, you've got your Blink Daggers up. Now it's time to try and find these kills, because at some point, I think the EG lineup will look to outscale NIP. TA, this hero is not made for the late game. He wants to get ahead, stay ahead, control the map. Morphling, scary.
If they can get this fight, like, okay, Crit may screw it up. Like, he comes inside of Shikuchi underneath the Observer Ward, so they know where he is. But if they can win this fight, NIP can open up Roshan. So this means a lot if they can claim it.
The ward. Both teams have a ward on this high ground.
Oh, they're looking at Samael. He's walking directly into the Mind Control. Just jumps in for the totem. PPD can chain into the Fire Blast. Perfect control. No big abilities had to be committed to get this.
You can see just the damage out of
it. They may lose Weaver. Time lapse. Possible. Saksa. He just Shikuchi's away. They have no detection.
They have vision still.
Terrorblade. The mid-tier 1 tower was still brought down by Crit. They'll go into the Moonlight Shadow. Dust catches onto Samael, as well as S4, and that's why Earthshaker jumps forward. Crit has to pick him up and throw him back, and then the Echo Slam, followed up by the Fissure. Mind Control kept the perfect stun, but Arteezy, he's in the back lines. That pit controlling up NIP. The buybacks are coming in. S4 will still die to Saksa, who time-lapses out the damage before death.
Oh,
and Marana, no, he didn't leave.
He misleaped. He didn't have the second to finish up, and that's going to lead to his death, and that opens up the Roche for NIP.
That it does, unless someone can go for some ballsy play. Arteezy and Crit are nearby, but they've got no easy way to know what's happening inside of Roshan. There's no traps available. In fact, the traps which are available are all the ones from NIP, not the stolen ones from Rubik. But maybe this is that moment. Arteezy, do you want to jump in? No, he does not.
TP, the Morphling versatility to just pick and push and pick the NIP heroes.
Denied the tower. S4 holds it. Samel's going to arrive, and S4's already begun the ultimate. Samel leaps away like he wants to continue to fight over towards Ace, and you're right, no Sunder available. While that's going on, Ruby's still going to die, but then Samel gets the proc out. He'll be able to get a double kill on bottom, or will he? Fada has now arrived. Samel gets hit so hard in one hit. 37 HP is enough for an Ogre to survive, but there's your Echo Slam out from Mind Control, and Arteezy. Confidence is his weakness. Faith in his friends. Fada, Roshan will spawn in 45 seconds from now, so they can actually hold it until Roshan is up. And they'll know there's TA traps inside the pits. They got all the information. EG don't know. They put down an Observer Ward in range of sentries, but what they want to do is find the initial kill over on Fada. I'm seeing Observer for Observer. But they smoke. and rotate around the top. NIP know this. They're looking towards the pit. Here's your initiation, and it jumps in from Crit. He gets the pickup over on the Terrorblade. Can they kill him in time? No! The Sunder! It goes off on Fly! And they'll lose a 1-for-1 trade-off. You're right, it's the supports that are in a hard life. Sumail, so low in life in the backline, so he knew he was dead. The second that Spirit Vessel hit, and no one else could get closer to him. Underlord's underneath the Sentry Ward, trying to ulti out. He does not have the time. But Nip, Roshan spawns. Literally to await them if they look into the pit.
Unbelievable Fisher from Mind Control. That hit 4 heroes, and even though Ace is on a sliver of HP, he's playing terribly, Toby, and it don't... You gotta kill him, or that happens. And
did they break Roshan as well? My timer has run out, and Roshan's just sitting there not spawning up. Either way, mid-racks will go the way of NIP.
Oh, they're not going to get racks. They might be lucky to get tower here.
Roshan's
they think Rosh is up. And
okay, they're backing, they're backing, they're backing.
And that was most unfortunate for Evil Geniuses. That is the best initiation you could probably hope for. But as you can see, Peter positioning himself, Sumail's arrow missed. It actually hit the Ogre instead of the TB. Not sure if he would have been able to get it off before that BKB went off, but the initiation was also just a little delayed. You've got to commit hard to kill the Terrorblade. You can see the lift, but where's the damage? Not there yet. They lift down, but PPD's there to block the arrow, and
the scan from Radiant came up positive inside the pit, but they're still taking the time to wrap around the back. Now, keep in mind, Echo Slam is still available for Mind Control, and he's hiding under the cover of an Invis Rune in mid lane.
There's no meta, however, so it's a bit harder for NIP to fight. You can bait your Terrorblade because you don't care if they go for him.
They put down their own Observer Ward. The Sentry of the Dire is a little bit too far away, so EG will at least can maintain that vision of the high ground. That's why they begin with the pit over on Terrorblade. Arrow jumps in, going on to S4. He'll never get the Crimson Guard off at this rate. They just hold him and kill him. That's
wow.
That's S4 well away from the rest of Evil Geniuses.
He doesn't have the survival. Here's the smoke though. NIP have an idea that this is happening, but EG's well positioned on the high ground.
Yeah, Fly's gonna see him. PPD puts the Observer and Sentry down. It gets an instant stun. Arrow flies forward. It won't hit anybody, and that's gonna be Tiny popping from backline. Mind Control. It's a double Fissure stun and the Echo Slam initiation, making it difficult for Arteezy to have any kind of life to survive through this. As Mind Control sent up, Arteezy will find the kill, and Arteezy turns into the Ogre to keep that stun on the Earthshaker, so Arteezy can finish the job. He's ending sprees, but now he's surrounded on all sides. A double kill for Ace. Will be triple. No, S4 can complete the TP out. Morphling, however, does not have buyback available. He's short by 360 gold. EG are trying to just force out the lanes for the moment. They want to be able to contest Roshan. This is their critical thing. Crit gets the pickup, gets the throw down. Arteezy wants a quick kill over on PPD, but he still has cheese available, so he gets so much life back once again. They don't find the kill. They're looking for a follow-up, and it's going to be S4. The pick can be planted. Morphling, do you want to buy back in this one? Ace is standing his ground with the BKB. Swaps the life with Sumail. He tries to leap a little bit further away from it, but now Fada looking to capitalize. Sumail, so low on life, 180, and the arrow will connect. A 5-second stun. Still no buyback coming in from the Morphling, and no! Mind Control! He managed to catch up to the Mirana. 3 heroes down. It's about to be 4. All 4 do have buyback for EG. And you know they've got to commit it.
Tyson-esque knockout punch by Mind Control there. Just hunting Sumail, popping out of the trees right next to him, smacking him in the face, and there's Crit as well. What a game from NIP. I think they're going to close this one out.
They're still holding their 4th and 5th pickup from Crit. Trying to toss down TA. Remember, they still didn't do Roshan just yet. But Ace, they want to try and finish off the Rax. Quick fade bolt. Try and get the damage in. Tiny in a little bit of trouble. They'll break him out with a Lotus Orb. The melee rack staying alive for the moment, but here comes Ace back in again. Same with Fada. The Avalanche is good, but Mind Control is better. What a stand-in to have. Manages to put Fly into the grave. No way back out.
Illusion blocks the arrow.
They actually picked up Fada, but with the Illusion blocking the arrow, they couldn't keep the control. He'll get the BKB off, and now Arteezy burns his own BKB too, and NIP, they look to re-engage. But maybe not. They know Roshan's alive. It's quick, it's easy, and it's dirty that EG can't stop it.
What a statement game from Fada and Mind Control. The one death Fada has in this game was that smoke toss in mid at like 9 minutes in, but since then, he's played near flawlessly. Oh boy. Look at this Roche. That's a refresher shard. Mind Control's got a heart.
They can give... Wait, so who we actually get? So the Aegis went on to the Templar Assassin. So much money in NIP, they can just buy back and BT to the front of the engagement. So it's 5v10.
It's more like 3v10 because the supports of EG are currently combining for a stat line of 1, 20, and 14. And honestly, it's going to get worse before this game ends because they still have no survivability.
Saxa just comes in. There's sentry wards everywhere, and he's holding on to the Gem of True Sight. So these stolen side traps from Crit, they could have been a nice line to try and help set up a defense, but it's not working at all. Mind Control still waiting for his own jump. Moonlight Shadow burned by EG. Are they going to initiate? I don't know how. The pit's going to go onto the Terrorblade. Fortification already being burnt as well. S4, he's popped the Crimson Gun. There's your pickup. Throw back down the Terrorblade. And it's just a quick time lapse from the Weaver.
Yeah.
That allows Ace to turn around and start all over again.
That's a 16-second cooldown as well.
And the Rax is gone. The melee is gone. Bada jumps in instantly onto S4. Oh! Your Echo Slam into the back lines. Mind Control doing it with style. 3 heroes down. That's the game. It really is. There's no way for them to come back up again. They're tossing him like a pancake. That is GG. Well played. NIP will 2-1 Evil Geniuses. They were denied in Frankfurt to get a main stage appearance, but here they will get it. They will get to play in front of a live crowd.
Yeah, and they were, I would say, the undisputed. They were thought of as the weakest team in the upper bracket.